Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Really Broke Podcast, episode 22. I got my man John Doe in the building. What's going on, my man?
What up, what up, what up? Shout out to all the Cleveland fans. Shout out to all the fans all over. What's happening? Summertime. So much stuff going on.
And nigga burning up outside. Nigga burning up.
Listen, man. If it was winter, you'd be crying like a baby. So guess what? It's hot. I make it stay hot, baby. I want it to 120 degrees. I like it hot.
Okay.
You know, niggas will be wilding out when it's hot.
Especially
so let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's see what's going on in the world today.
All right, man. Let's talk about this Diddy trial, man. So, apparently, the jury has reached a verdict on 4 of the 5 charges, and the one that they're not sure of. So it's a split jury on this 5th charge. It's the racketeering. The racketeering seems to be the one that they are split on. The one that they can't decide whether he's guilty or not guilty. But it seems like they reached a verdict on the other 4. Now, we don't know what that verdict is. We don't know if he's been found guilty or not guilty on those 4. But those verdicts are in. When are they going to release the guilty or not guilty? Did you say tomorrow?
So I think they're trying to wrap up this before 4th of July weekend.
Right.
But personally, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Viewers don't. This is my opinion. Personally, I think it should be not guilty for P. Diddy. Diddy's been my guy, man. You know what I mean? And I don't think, this is my personal opinion, what I do in my bedroom, I don't care if I fly from Tokyo to Japan to Cleveland. I don't care.
Even if it's across state lines?
If it's your consent, what's the rule? You want to tell me that I can't have somebody in my bedroom consenting? I don't?
No, you can't
pay them. This is my name, rule, bro.
No, you can't pay them to come across state lines. That's illegal.
Bro, I give them a little lunch money. I never say I pay them.
Some lunch money, some bus fare?
I give them a lunch money. I want to pay your rent. I pay your rent. You know what I mean? I scratch your back, you scratch my back. So so you want to try to tell me that back in the days when you paid a little gas money, a little $25 food tank, I said, what's up for tonight? I'm not coming through tonight? I ain't stayed in line then, all right? That's around the corner then, huh?
No, the problem is in a court of law, if a person says, yeah, he paid for sexual services, that's against the law. And he brought me across state lines, that's against the law.
So were these people coming from Mexico?
I don't know where they were coming from. It don't matter.
None of these people come from Mexico, bro. Vegas ain't state line.
That is state lines.
Vegas to LA.
That is state lines. Any state, all states have a border. If I pay a girl from Indiana, I say, hey, I'm gonna give you some money, but you need to do this and that. That's sex trafficking, especially if they.
Listen, man. You guys just don't want black men to have some booty, man. There's nothing wrong having some booty. Listen, man. It doesn't matter where you're from, bro. Hey, listen. If I like the one in Vegas, I'm going to Vegas. I said, listen, baby, you popping hot. You come on up here.
Prostitution is legal in Vegas, I think. In certain parts of the state, is legal. So he wouldn't have a problem there. It's when you pull them away from Las Vegas for sexual favors and you're paying them, then that's where the problem becomes.
This is my opinion again. The only thing I think the Puff Daddy is guilty of is domestic violence.
Okay.
He did beat the fuck out of Cassie. As a black man, I didn't respect that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He did kick her like a football. I'm surprised when he kicked her, she didn't fly through the window. You know what I mean. That's the only charges. You understand? My thing is this: if Diddy going to get time for prostitution, I think his girlfriend should get times too. Because when you go by these text messages, he wasn't the only guy. He's not the only one planning these things. There also was planning these things too. They entertained him.
Yeah, they said that, and she admitted that. They all admitted that the problem is Cassie has immunity. So that was the deal for her.
So what? Diddy can't have immunity too?
Because he's the one on trial.
Why the black man have to be on trial? Why bitch is my mouth shut? I'm like, let me shut my mouth. I'm like, why bitches get a dang gun finger card to get out of get away free card? You know what I mean? Why you get a get away free card? But I'm on trial though. I already paid you, matter of fact. I paid you. I already settled with you. So why I can't get out of where my free card at?
No, I agree too, and I never understood that. So basically, that money he paid her was basically for nothing. I mean, he gave her $30 million to keep quiet, but then now she ended up.
I'm suing.
She ended up spilling the beans in trial anyway.
I'm gonna be honest. I just can't. I don't want to say what I would do, because these are the things that people go crazy. And when people have a mental breakdown and flip,
right,
they wonder why people flip. I already paid you this money already to shut the, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you did not. So now you have me on charges now. You're trying to take me down. So now I feel like it's a money grab. I feel like greed. You understand? Because you know what though, man? On a real note, these ladies could have walked away. He didn't force nobody. Not once. Listen to all those messages. He never once. These girls are melting over this guy. Melting. Hey, I miss you.
Right.
Jealousy. Not one of them say, I don't want you, P. Daddy. I don't like that. Too much baby oil. I don't like that shit no more. I'm going home to my mama. Not one of those consenting adults. And these are not 25-year-old girls. These are grown motherfuckers.
Yeah. They make their own decisions.
So that's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's garbage. I think it's baloney.
It
is. But domestic violence, I feel like he should get, I think he should get his 5 years for domestic violence. He did chop her across the eyelid. There's a big cut right there, a big laceration over there. I think it's the right or left eye. You know what I mean? 5 years is not bad. I can see, you know what I mean? That's, because that's really abuse. He did hawk her up like a football. I thought you.
He beat her ass. He was kicking her and shit. He beat her ass by the elevator.
Yeah, he beat her ass bad.
Beat her ass by the
elevator. You know what I mean? I'm like, so I can see he got 5 years for that. Anything else? Nah. I just feel like how many millionaires been doing this?
Shit.
Why you have to make an example? Why you have to make an example out of a black man?
I mean, you know why.
I'm just saying.
You know why. But you know why.
You know what I mean? Why you have to make an example out of a black man?
You know the answer to that question.
So that's why I think it's all unfair at. You understand?
That's why I think he's not. My personal opinion. If he does get convicted of something, it's going to be like minimum jail time, and it probably going to be time served.
5 years.
And then,
5 years.
And then
5 years.
he'll be out in 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. 5 years. Yes.
He probably won't do no more than 2 or 3 years.
I don't think he deserves 10 years. I don't think he deserves 10 years. I really don't think he deserves 10 years because he did not commit a crime. You got guys get caught with bricks and don't even do 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to tell me for some pum pum or some baby oil, I just wanted some pum pum and I just want to see my girl get beat down. I'm going to do 10 years for that.
But shit, I think the biggest charge was the racketeering. That's the one that carried the most years.
So what's the racketeering? Where the racketeering come into play?
That's if any of the
Is he El Chapo? Is he El Chapo?
If any
is he
of
serving
the
dope?
No. It doesn't have to include that. It includes everything under, like extortion, sex trafficking, but it has to be linked. Now, listen. The charges have to be up under, all connected to an enterprise to be considered racketeering. Now, he can be found guilty of the things under the racketeering. So they could be like, you know what, we find him not guilty of racketeering, and guilty of the other charges. Right, and guilty of the other charges. And I think that'll probably be best. But if they can link everything to the racketeering together,
that'll be 25 to life.
That'd be like life. That'd be like life in prison.
25 to life.
That's like,
that's 25 to life.
That's like murder time. You know what I'm saying? That's like
yes. For what? So does some baby oil? Does you see my girl get banged out? I'm gonna get 25 to life because I love having sex. I like to have threesome. So guess what? Then swingers don't need to be existing then. People who swings, married couple who swings shouldn't be existing then. People who having threesome shouldn't be going on. What I think called one guy have three girls, what do you call it? Bigamy, orgamy, whatever you call it.
Had more than one wife. Shouldn't be existing. Had like 4 or 5 wives.
Yeah. That shouldn't be happening in that big case then.
Yeah, but that's different though.
Because I can have three girls from 3 different places though. One can come from Arizona, one can come from LA, one can come from Charlotte. I'm banging all 3. I still pay them.
So I'm gonna get my money's worth. No, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but it's not the same. It's really somebody with 4 wives.
Listen.
It's not the same.
Sex is in my bedroom, bro. The sex coming in my bedroom in a hotel.
Right.
When is it a problem, bro? Who's the problem?
It's not a problem,
bro. So
unless there's a crime committed.
Listen. So exactly. So where the crime committed at?
Well,
if I feel like, all right, I'm giving an example. If I meet Cassie online, right?
All right.
And I'm gonna fly out to LA.
Okay, they do that all the time.
To tap Cassie.
Okay.
I tap Cassie and said, what you doing? I'm broke. I ain't got no money. She got the money. She said, man, look at John Doe. Hey, man, I give you $1,500, man, so you're pain and suffering, man. Here you go, man. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with that?
No, because it's coming out your personal pocket. But if it was linked to a business, let's say you got the money from, you own, let's say you, all right, for example, this is a bad example, but let's say you own a landscaping company, right? You own a landscaping company and you're purchasing sexual favors, your escorts, you're throwing these sex parties with receipts from your landscape business that includes other owners. That is racketeering. I mean, that's a bad example, but it's still an example.
But I understand where you're going there, but they have not proven that, though. Hey, let me tell you something. The Louis bag got everything in that, man.
Well, that's what the prosecutors are trying to prove. And in my opinion, they haven't proved that.
Everything in it.
They haven't proved any of that. Yeah.
That Louis got the condom, he got the Cialis, he got $10,000 cash. He got money.
Baby
so where
oil, too.
coming from?
Plenty of baby oil, too.
He got a baby oil. He got, listen, man. You call it, he has it in that bag. So you tell me, my business get into this? He's paying cash.
Because it was linked to the domestic abuse.
There's no credit card receipt, bro. These sex workers don't get a credit card receipt. They get cash.
No, you're looking at it as separate incidents.
You know what? Get rid of. Listen, man, I'm pissed off now. Then we should get rid of strip club then.
Oh no! Don't get rid of.
Let's get rid of those.
Where am I gonna get chicken wings from? If they get rid of strip clubs, where the hell am I gonna get my chicken wings from?
Hey, let's get rid of these dollar broad then. Because in Houston, these girls are making $10,000 a night. So you tell me.
Yeah, but they ain't having sex. They ain't. Oh, allegedly.
You don't know that. You don't know that's in the back room, in the private dark room.
Well, of course, obviously, but it hasn't been proven that they're doing that. It's not proven.
So what they prove? You know the funniest thing in Diddy case? You know that not one male sex worker said Diddy sleep with them?
No,
there was no complaining.
There was no. Actually, to be honest with you, there was no kind of. From what I heard from the trial, what I seen from the trial, there was like kind of how should I say, foul play complaints amongst men, because you know how they were talking about that. Diddy was doing this and he was doing that with men and stuff like that, and none of that shit came up.
No, he ain't doing nothing.
He was.
Listen, Diddy is in his 50s, man. So you get a limp. You know what I mean? Where do you think he has those Cialis and those Viagra? So guess what? She's a young girl. Some man just can't hang on to some young pussy, man. So that go, man.
So basically, he hired like a pinch hitter to come in. When he can't do the dude.
Yeah, and listen, she's a nympho. These girls are nympho. And you have some girls who have white liver, which can take that punishment, man. Listen,
they have what? What you say? They have what?
They call it white liver.
You said white liver.
White liver. Yeah, I mean they can take the punishment. You know what I mean?
I never heard of that shit. White liver.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Just some girls can take it 7 days a week, nonstop. Sometimes 4 or 5 times a day, bro. You got some nympho, bro.
Listen.
Bro, you got some nympho, bro.
Listen.
You have some nympho. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a freak.
It's not against the law to be a freak. Nah, absolutely not.
Listen, I'm a freak. I'm just not freaky like Diddy, but I'm just saying, he's just not freaky shit. That's what happens when you get old. When you can't perform no more. Hey, I ain't going
listen. We both getting older. What? We both getting older. I know I'm getting older.
I know about you, man. I'm getting younger. I know about you. I'm getting young. I ain't pulling the whole card yet. I'm pulling the young card right about now. Listen, I'm wiser now.
Listen. I'm only older in years, not older in mind and body. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
I think the body is falling apart. My knees start hurting. I just want to let you know.
Oh, shit. I almost tore my ACL getting out of bed every morning. Shit, every day it's like I'm tearing something. Just getting out of fucking bed. Like, it's just crazy. Hey, man, when you wake up, do you like sit in man, I'm at the point where I got to like set my alarm early. And because when I wake up, I got to sit in the bed for like 15 minutes. I can't just hop up no more.
I meant to ask
I got to lay in the bed. I got to lay in the bed and shit for like 15, 20 minutes. That's the point.
So we're going to the gym and work hard, right?
Yeah.
And we do a full body and we go hard, right?
Yeah.
You taking a Tylenol and some relief? Because I have to think about getting up, man. I'm like, if I do get up, I'm like, holy shit.
Right.
It's going to hurt. You want to take a piss and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to get up. But you don't want to piss the bed either. But you have to get up.
No. Don't piss the bed, bro. No, that's the wrong thing to do. Don't do that. Get your ass up. Get your ass up and go to the bathroom and shit. Don't be pissing in the bed. We too old. We too old for that shit.
Man, that day gonna come though. That day coming.
Shit. I'm gonna put me on. I'm gonna be wearing them them old people drawers. You know what I'm saying, with the pad and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Get it fitted. Get it fitted, baby.
Or I'm going to bed with a Foley in or something. You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no piss in the bed.
You get one of those Texas catheter, man. That's what we're gonna get, man.
I'm gonna get them padded drawers. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no wet spots and shit up in the bed, man. That'll get your ass kicked out the house.
You be on the couch, man.
On the couch. Your ass would be out the house. All right, man. Let's get into this sports thing, man.
But as I said, I would leave the story though, man. Domestic violence, 5 years.
Yeah.
2 years already served. I'm agree with that. Anything else?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say I don't care what the verdict is. He's not gonna get more than 5 years.
Yes.
He's not gonna get more than 5 years, and he'll be out in 2.5.
Then
you know
again,
what I'm saying?
Then again, hey, OJ killed the gonna get away, so he may get away too.
Yeah,
Why you pause? Why you pause? Don't pause.
No,
Don't pause.
You know what, man? Everybody's
Don't
so
pause.
quick. Listen.
Don't pause.
Listen. Everybody's so quick. If you want to say he did it, then that's fine. I mean, that's your opinion. I go by the court of law. The court of law found him not guilty. I wasn't there. And neither were you. And neither are the people that was talking about, he killed her. He killed both of them. I can't say that because the jury found him not guilty. I mean, when are we going to start listening to and start going? See, that's the thing. We've gotten away from justice. We've gotten away from the law. We've gotten away from...
You know what really... You know what's fucked up?
What's that?
12 random people decide your fate.
Yeah, but that's how it's done,
That's wild. 12...
Yeah, but
not even the judge decided... The judge don't even decide your fate. 12 random people decide your fate.
Well, that's why you need a good lawyer to convince their ass.
So what if these guys are just don't like black people?
Just a foul individual. I'm sure that's happened in court plenty of times where somebody was just being evil and was just like guilty. I find them guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. It's really well, man.
Hey, and that's where a lot of those, those when they come with a hung jury, meaning that neither side could come up with a majority vote. A lot of that shit be like people just like going against what they normally would do just to hang the jury up. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. If they see it leaning, is leaning towards guilty, and maybe. I don't know. Do they got ties? They're not supposed to have ties, but I don't know. It could be anything. But shit. I mean, this world is corrupt, and I believe all that shit. And I believe some people will go against what they truly believe just to hang the jury. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that shit happens. That shit happens.
Let's see, man. What's up with Jewish number 25? Is he gonna go?
Who?
Jury number 25.
Jury number 25.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
In the P. Diddy case, remember one of the jury not agreeing on one of those charges.
Oh, yeah. I didn't completely see the complete details on who it was. Why 25? Yeah. I thought it's just 12 people in the jury. The numbers don't go 1 through 12? I thought the numbers go through 1 through 12. Where you get 25 from?
I didn't even know where that 25 come from.
Oh, I don't.
But we see about it. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We definitely see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna see. If not tomorrow, I would think Thursday. Mm-hmm. They probably do want to wrap everything up before the holiday, so we'll see how that goes. So big news. Well, it ain't really big news. The Cleveland Cavaliers made a move. They traded Okoro for Alonzo Ball, and let me.
I think it's a good move.
Alonzo suck. He's never healthy.
I wouldn't say Alonzo suck. I understand that, but
he sucked.
We always get players which never healthy come to Cleveland and get very healthy. I think we are the best sports medicine doctors here, which we can really help our guys.
So you don't think they have good doctors in Chicago?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
I really don't know. You know what I mean? But as I said before, and it's a good move for the Cavs. What's his name? Sakura was a number 1 draft pick, but he didn't perform like a number 1 draft pick. He performed like number 26 draft pick.
No, I'm glad they traded Okoro. I just wish they had got a better player for him. I mean, Okoro, he was pretty good defensively, but when you put him on the floor, he was a liability. He gave you no points. He was missing wide open shots, wide open threes when we needed them. And I'm like,
number one draft pick. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm like, why is he on the floor? Like, we're in a deciding playoff game with a couple minutes left, and you got him on the floor, and we're down 2. Why do you have him on the floor? He can't score. He can't score at all. So no, I have no problem. I wanted Okoro gone. But I just don't like what we got in return because, I think Alonzo Ball only played like 30 games last season. He got them dead knees, you know what I'm saying? And now Garland isn't supposed to come back until later in the season. So I get that. You need a point guard. You know what I'm saying? You do need a point guard.
Correct.
And you need somebody you need somebody coming off the bench that can give you 10 points because, Garland acts funny in the playoffs. We all know that. Garland disappears in the playoffs.
But check this out, though. Check this out. I liked this guy, even though he didn't deliver in the playoffs, Ty Jerome. He just signed a $28 million deal to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, he in Memphis. He's in Memphis now?
Yes, sir. Yeah, $28 million.
This is what I don't understand. You give Sam Merrill, who plays no defense and really is little and doesn't give you anything, you give him $38 million, but you let Ty Jerome go.
Yes.
I don't understand that move. Cleveland is stupid like that. I do not understand. I wouldn't even know who Sam Merrill is. I mean, he hits a 3 here and there, blah, blah, blah. But Ty Jerome is definitely the better player. And he's the one that, he won a lot of games, helped win a lot of games during the regular season. Now, he did disappear in the playoffs, which is kind of, these, Cleveland sports teams hold attitudes when you mess up in the playoffs. That's how they did. Remember how they did Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco threw them 2 interceptions to Houston. He was gone.
What's with Cleveland family, man?
I heard they ain't even let.
They'll love you.
I heard they ain't even let that nigga ride the team bus back, bro. I heard that nigga wasn't even on the plane.
Hey, they will love you, but I ain't gonna lie though. Flacco was doing good. People was like, Flacco. He's 6 back to back. It's a wrap.
Listen. Flacco's time is done. I don't even really want to talk about Joe Flacco right now, but his time is done. His time is washed. And Cleveland. This is the problem with Cleveland fans. Let me tell you, this is the problem with Cleveland fans. A dude had 1 or 2. We are so. I don't know what term to use, but we are so desperate. We are so desperate for a good Cleveland Browns football team. We are so desperate that a person can come out and have 1 good game, and we want him to be the starter. Not putting in, not looking at what the circumstances were, what the team was, who we were playing. He did well, make him the starter. And what they don't understand is Joe Flacco is washed up. And I know they like, Joe Flacco, he got us to the playoffs, blah, 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 blah. But the thing about it was he can't win those playoff games. He's not going to win any more Super Bowls.
Stick a pen. We're going to touch football in a minute. Let's go back to basketball.
Okay.
LeBron James.
All right, LeBron James.
$52.6 million.
So,
with the ups and...
Right. So this is a topic for LeBron James, and this goes out to all those Cleveland Cavaliers fans who was hoping and wishing for LeBron to come back to Cleveland or whatever, and this and that. And let me tell you like this: I'm a LeBron James fan. Trust me, one of my favorite players. But he is not coming back to Cleveland.
No.
Unless it's going to be his final year. No. Hold on. Let me get to my point. If he, like I said, LeBron James is one of my favorite guys. But if he really, truly cared about Cleveland or had an inkling of trying to, come back for one more run with Mitchell and Mobley, he would not have signed the $56 million option. Because you know what happens? 52, whatever. $50 million option. If he was thinking about coming to Cleveland, he would not have signed the $50 million option. And let me tell you why. Because now, once he signed the option, in order to get him, you have to trade half of your team. So now you got to trade half of your team to bring LeBron James here, and now you're no longer contenders. His loyalty is to the Lakers. It's like it's his brightest day. His loyalty is to the Lakers, and as heartbroken as us Cleveland Cavaliers fans, that's the reality. That is the reality, because he was not looking out for the Cavaliers organization or any. I mean, it was only one or two teams he was going to go to. I think Cleveland is 90. If LeBron James was going to leave the Lakers, Cleveland has a 90% chance of coming back Cleveland. And then you got, 8% chance of him going to like a New York or something.
Unless you want to take a pay cut.
That's my point, John Doe. He could have taken a pay cut, but he can't because he took the $56 million option. If he wanted to really come back to Cleveland, you don't understand what I'm saying. If he really wanted to come to Cleveland, then you do not sign the option. You decline the option and remake a lower option with Cleveland. So instead of $50 million for 1 year, let's say he says, all right, Cleveland, give me 2 years, $60 million. That's $30 million, puts us under the cap, and we can do something. Right? And you don't have to trade, and you don't have to trade for him. You don't have to give up anybody. Do you understand? I don't think you understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if he was really cared about Cleveland, he would not have signed the option. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because now he says, hey, I want to go to another team well, he didn't say this. This was speculation. He says, hey, I want to go to a team I can win now. Well, you can't win now if we got to trade half the team, our starters, to get you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he wasn't thinking about us, because else he would have declined the option and made a team-friendly deal with the team of his choice, which I'm assuming would be Cleveland.
LeBron never cared anyway.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't care. Is what I'm saying. And it's okay. I'm not knocking him for that. I'm just saying.
I'm not knocking him either. But people need to realize that he's out of Cleveland. He's from Akron, so he doesn't give a damn anyway. But you think the Cavaliers are trying to acquire Alford in free agency?
What do we need Horford for? You talking about Al Horford?
Interested in him.
Al Horford? Yeah, but he has to come off the bench because you got Mobley at the power forward spot. So I would love to have Al Horford. He would be great coming off the bench. He'd be great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would love to have. Oh, they waived Dame Lillard too, and I think we talked about that. But he's not going to come off the bench. Yeah, but he's not coming off the bench. So.
We need scorer. We need guys who can knock that ball down. You know what I mean? You can't depend on Donovan. Donovan need help.
No, you can't wear him down. You can't wear him out. You can't wear him out. You can't wear him out. Not at all. So you need somebody that complements Mitchell, but doesn't need the ball in his hand. And actually, Garland compliments him really well. We were number one in the league all year. I mean, to be honest with you, they complement each other very well. The problem is Garland disappears in the playoffs for whatever reason, and I just don't understand why. And I know he was hurt this year, but he did it last year against Boston or the year before. I forgot what year it was, where I'm like, Garland, where are you? I mean, he's going like 2 for 15 and he's clanking threes off but he was draining them in the regular season. So I don't know whether it's the pressure or whatever. So I really
why couldn't we get Kevin Durant to Garland? I'd take Kevin Durant over Garland.
Kevin Durant over Garland.
Yeah.
Then who's going to play point?
Lillard.
And I'm not really. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up no draft picks for that.
That dude, the team.
That dude
kicking, can sink that ball, man.
Durant is kicking 40 in the ass, man. I'm not mortgaging my future for He's not washed, but he's not that assassin anymore. He's not that guy anymore. He's not moving like he did, when he was in Oklahoma or Golden State. He's not, or even Brooklyn. He's gotten older, and yeah, he's still a knockdown shooter, but not as knocked down as he was. He'll still give you 25, 30, he can still do that. But he just doesn't have that presence like he did. He murdered the Cavs. When he went to Golden State those 2 years, I think that was the best I've ever seen KD. And KD just straight out murdered us. It was nothing we could do. He was hitting everything on the floor. He was hitting every three. He was hitting every two. He was going to the hole. There was nothing. LeBron couldn't guard him. Nobody could do anything. He killed us those 2 years.
But remember, KD had suffered that Achilles.
Exactly. He hasn't been the same since.
I feel like ever since. He hasn't been the same.
He hasn't been the same since. He doesn't move. That's why I said he doesn't move the same. He's missing more shots than he used to. They're not going down like they used to. I mean, a lot do go down. I'm not saying he can't score. He can definitely still score, but he's not the same dude. Do you understand what I'm saying? He ain't the same dude. You know what I'm saying? If I could get him
nice to have him though.
If I could get him on a cheap contract or something, sure. But I'm not going to give up no first round, second rounds for him in the future. I'm not doing that. And trading somebody, one of my core players for him because they want an arm and a leg for him. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Not at all.
Okay.
So we're gonna get
right now, we have any draft pick? Do we have any draft? We get some new guys from the draft, right?
New guys from the draft. Yeah, we got somebody. I don't even know who he is. We drafted somebody. I don't even know. Obviously, he wasn't somebody special because, I haven't even heard any news of who the draft pick is. You know what I'm saying? Or what school he played for. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, man. Let's get into this crazy news, man. So
before you go back to football, or you know what I mean? Because I know you was there hook up on Joe Flacco, but right now I just seen an article saying that Shador get promoted to the first team by the Browns owner.
Where you see that at? Send that to me.
I'll send it to you.
Send it to me, man. Send that to me. I need to see that. I've been following this. I have not seen that. I know you're not confusing that with the betting odds. I hope you're not confusing that. The betting odds got him starting.
Listen, I'm gonna send it to you right now, man.
Send it to me, man. I'm waiting for it right here. Man. Send it to me. Nah, that's bull. I ain't heard no shit like that. Yeah, here you go. Let me see what you talking about. Shador Sanders promoted to first team by Browns owner Jim Haslam. Hold on.
Talk to me.
Hold on.
Talk to me. Talk to me, man.
Hold on.
Man, listen, man.
No way. No way. Hold on.
Talk to me, man.
No, hold on. I want to see what you talking about, bro.
Retire if you mastered these AI tools.
Oh my God.
Building businesses with AI. Well, the only AI.
All right, Skip. Let's see what you're talking about.
Listen, man.
Speculation.
Hold on.
Listen, man.
Can you hear it? Hold on.
The staff drafted Dylan Gabriel, and they were doing that not because they necessarily loved Dylan Gabriel. They liked him, but they thought it would stop their.
What do you want me to hold on, man? You want me to hold on to hear the poll? What do you want me to hold on, man?
Sanders.
What am I holding on, man? I give you the evidence, man. What more did you want from me?
Nah, this shit. Oh man, that's the same shit they've been talking for the past month, man. They always twisting some shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they know any damn thing. They don't know nothing.
Yeah, they didn't know nothing.
They don't know nothing, man. They keep putting out this shit. Oh, well, Shador hasn't been playing with the starters. Blah blah blah. He wasn't at a team meetings.
But he's been promoted though.
A lot of that shit be fake, man. A lot of that shit just false. And the thing about it is, I just don't understand why they trying to keep shitting on him. Dude ain't did shit but be a good stand-up guy in the community and come to work on time and show his skills. And everybody's, the media still continue to shit on this 23-year-old. I mean, come on, man. Like, y'all need to stop. Y'all really do need to fucking stop. And I'm not, hey, listen, I am, I do like Shadour's game, and trust me, I think it should be whoever the best man is. I agree with that. If Dylan Gabriel is better, I don't think he is, but if Dylan Gabriel or Joe Flacco or Pickett is better than Sanders, or Sanders shows that he still needs a little time to cook, a little time in the oven, sure. I have no problem with them starting the best quarterback that they feel. But quit coming out.
Who do you think is the best quarterback?
Quit coming out with these narratives and these false stories, trying to diminish his name in the public and trying to diminish, make him look bad in the public. You're not trying to make Dylan Gabriel look bad. Where's the negative shit on him? Where's the negative shit on Flacco? Where's the negative shit on Pickett? Why y'all keep spitting negative shit on Shadour? I mean, I know why. But y'all need to stop that shit. Who do I think is the best? I mean, it's not like, I've seen everybody throw, but if I had to base my decision on everything, I'm not starting Flacco. No, I'm not starting Flacco. I'm trading Pickett. And actually, I'm trading Pickett because I want to pay Pickett next year. So I'm trading Pickett. And shit, I roll with Shadour. I'm going to roll with Shadour.
Right now, ESPN naming him right now, ESPN is labeling Shadour to start as the starting quarterback.
I got Shadour starting at the beginning of the season. I don't got him coming in. I got him starting at the beginning of the season. And let's see what the young man can do. He's either going to be the future of the Browns, or he's going to get cut.
I'm going with my man. I'm going to go with my man Shannon Sharp, man.
What's Shannon say?
He's ready.
Shannon
say he's ready, man. Yeah, man.
Let me tell you something. To piggyback on what you just said, he's just as ready as any of the four quarterbacks. That's the point. Nobody is more ready than each other. He is just as ready or more ready than Flacco. Flacco is washed. He's washed. He can barely move in the pocket. He doesn't have the arm strength. It wasn't like he had a strong arm anyway. And he's going to throw you 2 to 3 interceptions per game. He's washed. Pickett. Yes. If you keep Pickett, then it means you got to pay him next year. You got to give him a big contract next year because of the way he's in this last year. What's the point? Then why did you draft Dylan Gabriel and Shadour if you were just going to bring in a free agent? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you pick these two quarterbacks for a reason. Let them battle it out. Let the best man win. I got my money on Shadour.
I got my money on Shadour to 100%.
I think Shadour just works better in Stefanski's offense, in my opinion.
Yes, indeed.
In my opinion.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about it. Since people love Flacco and all that so much, and Winston, let me ask you a question. Which kind of quarterback did the best in Stefanski's offense? Now you have Baker Mayfield, who's a running quarterback. He's not really a pocket passer, right? Then you have you have Flacco, who's a pocket passer. Okay, you have Winston, who is a pocket passer. You have Deshaun Watson, who is a scramble runner like Baker Mayfield. Out of those 4 quarterbacks, which 2 did the best in Stefanski's system? The running quarterbacks or the ones that stayed in the pocket? Which ones?
To be honest with you all,
the answer's right there. The answer's right there. The pocket passers did the best. The people that's not that. I mean, you got to learn how to do. You got to learn how to do some bootlegs and stuff, and do some play action. But as far as looking down the field, throwing guys open, Flacco and Winston. Winston is a pocket passer. He's not a scrambler. Can't run worth shit. Flacco can't run worth shit, but they can see down the field. And the schemes that Stefanski draws up requires that to throw guys open. And what I mean by throw guys open, 90% of the time the guys that catch the ball ain't open. But they throw the ball in such a way with such accuracy that a receiver is able to make a play on the ball. And you didn't necessarily have that with Baker Mayfield and with Deshaun Watson. I mean, Deshaun Watson was
like he want to make a comeback though.
Deshaun Watson was butt cheeks anyway. We already know he's butt cheeks. You know, he's butt cheeks.
You know that, man.
He's
Too much going on. Too much going on.
Cheeks, man. He's cheeks. He's cheeks, man. He's cheeks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's cheeks. But yeah, so yeah, I got my money on Shedeur. I want him to succeed.
All right, Shedeur it is.
I want him to succeed. I want him to be the future of the Browns organization because he's different.
He is the future.
He's different.
Mm-hmm. He is the future.
And it's a lot of Cleveland Browns fans hating on him, and I know why. It's not his skill. He's the most accurate out of all the quarterbacks during OTAs.
And that's what they don't like. They don't like that. They don't like that.
77%. He had a 77% accuracy rating, and your boy Flacco was under 60-something%.
They didn't like that. Definitely did not like that.
He had the highest accuracy rating, meaning he knows how to place the ball where it needs to be, which is what he did in college, which is what he's known for. He's known to be an accurate quarterback. He didn't have a strong arm, but neither did Tom Brady. Tom Brady don't have no strong arm. Tom Brady was accurate as hell, though.
Yes, sir.
Peyton Manning. Noodle arm. He didn't have a strong arm. Could he throw a bomb here or two? Yeah, but he wasn't doing that on a basic. No. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that on a constant basis, though.
Mm-hmm.
But he was accurate as hell.
All right.
So I'm gonna pick accuracy over power arm any day. Yeah.
Definitely. I'm going with Shedeur.
Exactly.
Hey, but guess what, though?
What?
We still need some wide receivers.
Of course. I totally agree.
We need some wide receivers.
Which is why I don't understand why they picked Gabriel at third, but they could have picked a wide receiver, but, the draft is over. We're here. We're here now. We got
to work with it.
So
I see some rumors say they might want to throw Drew.
And what, wide receiver?
I know.
He's too slow. He's too big.
Yeah.
He's too big.
Yeah.
No, he's too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we see. No, we wanted to trade him. We might try to get something for him.
Oh, trade Njoku? Why would you trade Njoku?
This rumor out there. It's Cleveland, what I mean? They make silly decisions sometimes.
So for Njoku, I'm gonna say this about Njoku. He has improved. I'm gonna tell you, early with the Browns, his hands was garbage. He was trash. His hands was
Flacco make him look real good though.
Flacco made him look real good.
Flacco really look good though.
A pocket passer.
Really look
Exactly.
Good. Yes, Flacco make really look good.
Exactly. It's easy to catch a ball when your quarterback. Hold on. It's easy to catch a ball when your quarterback is upright, scanning the field and not moving too much, where he can throw an accurate pass instead of running out of the pocket on one leg and one knee and then tossing some bullshit and expect for you to catch it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to catch it from a accurate pocket passer. That's just my opinion.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna get into this. So there was the story: a father jumps into the ocean to save his daughter on a cruise. I saw this story and I was like, wow, what a hero. You know, he's being hailed as a hero and everything. And allegedly, now I saw some of the story. You know, the internet is wild. You don't know what's true, what's AI, and all of that. Allegedly, he had set his child on a railing. Allegedly. And the child fell off into the ocean. Now, without hesitation, he jumped right in. Now, my question to you: if one of your children, if you're on a cruise and one of your children fall overboard from like 2 stories up, are you jumping into the ocean?
You want my honest? I want
your honest opinion. I want your honest opinion. Are you jumping? Now the fall could kill you. Into the, you know, hitting the water at that height is like hitting the concrete.
Hey, you want my honest opinion, right?
Honest opinion.
I ain't going in. Hey, I learned in life, every hero died. Superman died. Batman died. Robin died. I ain't got no wings. This is not a Toy Story. I ain't going in, bro.
Say this ain't no movie.
First, Jay, it ain't a movie, bro. I'm gonna tell you like that, straight up. I'm gonna be, you know.
I can't believe you just said you want to save your child.
I ain't going in, bro.
Oh shit!
Hey,
that's crazy.
Listen,
that's
bro. This
crazy.
is the ocean, bro.
Yeah,
this is the ocean.
Yeah,
this ain't like the regular Lake Erie Beach.
Oh, you keep sending me stuff.
Ocean.
You keep sending me stuff. You know we on air,
that was
man.
Earlier.
Oh,
hey, listen.
All right.
See, this is not Lake Erie, bro.
Right.
This is the ocean.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
Number one, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the full story, but this is Parent 101.
Right.
101. How the hell your child jumped all the way from the balcony all the way down in the water?
She fell. I think she fell.
Where were you?
I think she fell.
How? And hurt.
I don't know.
Where are you as a father or a mother?
I'm not going to speculate on exactly what happened.
I'm going to speculate. No, I'm going to speculate on this one. You don't, but I'm going to speculate.
All right. Be careful. Be careful.
I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm like the police.
Okay.
Go to the bathroom, I'm going to the bathroom. I stand by the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
My son, if he crosses the street, I say, hold my hands.
Right. You going to be there.
Parent, listen. Parent 101.
Exactly. I agree.
Parent
100%.
101.
Right.
I'm like, if I go to the buffet, if we at the buffet.
You right there with me.
And we're sitting down.
Especially a young child.
My son get up.
Yeah.
My son get up, I'm getting up too.
Right.
I'm surveilling. I'm always want to see I don't know about you. If I'm home with my kids, if they're not making noise, something is wrong.
Oh, I got to go see. I got to go see what's going on.
I got to go see.
So
I don't know.
Right.
You say allegedly you put her on the rail and she lost her balance. You're on a boat which is moving and jerking and rocking. Why the fuck would you put your kid on a rail?
Allegedly.
Is he a white man or a black man? Is he a white man or a black man?
I think the video showed he was a black man. I'm assuming.
Well, if he's a black man, if he's a black man, he's one retarded black man.
Yeah. Hey, no.
If
that story is true, then yeah, he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot.
He ain't an idiot. He's one retarded black man.
Yeah.
I'm the police for my kids. I call the shots for my kids.
Right.
Let me tell you something. My kids don't even ride the school bus. You know why? It's dark in the morning time, and I have a fear. All it takes is one person to pull up and pull my kid away.
Exactly. I agree.
Much in a rocking boat.
A rocking boat. And
That doesn't make no sense. And then, no, you want me to play Superman. No, you're going to look at me to play God. No, you want me to jump into a... No, I'm sorry, man.
Jump in a
I'm gonna have
shark.
to make another kid.
Jump in the shark-infested waters.
Viewers, don't be mad at me, but listen, I'm gonna have to piss another one out. I'm gonna have to recuperate on that one. I ain't jumping. You can jump, but I ain't jumping.
Let me tell you something.
Would you jump? I think you would jump.
Would I jump?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be honest.
Nigga, can you swim? How the fuck you gonna jump in 1,000 feet of water?
You know what?
Yeah.
It's one of those. No. I'm about to tell you. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Yes, I'm going to, and I know people are gonna be like, some people.
The question doesn't stop.
No, hold on, no. You're gonna have. Listen, there are some people that's gonna agree he should have jumped, and there's also people that's gonna be like, no, fuck that, I ain't jumping, and that's fine. I just think for me is that if I don't jump and they don't survive, then like, how am I gonna like? That's gonna haunt me for the rest. Like, what kind of life am I gonna have after that? I mean, I'm sure, hey, death is death. We all die. I get it. I'm not gonna be sentimental on here and all that. I get all of that. People die and you move on. I get it. But I think when it comes to my kids, though, even if it's costing me my life, I don't think that if I don't do anything that I would be able to continue the quality.
I'm looking at a picture. He's not. You know what? He's not a black man. He's a white man.
He's a white man. Okay. All right. So it was a white guy. It was a white guy, not a black guy. All right.
Yeah. Black people don't do that shit. Yeah, you know me. I'm putting. Listen, man. Black people don't do that shit.
That's true. That's you know what I mean. If you ask, I'm sure if you ask anybody else, they're gonna be like, "Hell no, I ain't jumping in." But we're talking about look. Hold on. Let's be fair though. If we're talking about a little young child, yes, I'm jumping in. But you know what? You be like, man, if you like 16, 17, like what your big grown ass doing falling off a fucking boat? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of like.
I'm gonna be. Listen to me. I'm not gonna lie up to you. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm not jumping. I'm scared of heights. You want me to jump down that far?
No, and that's fine. I mean,
not jumping. I'm scared of heights, man. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I barely want to go to the 15th floor.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I'm not going to sit up here and
I'm just being honest.
And do clickbait and be controversial and stuff. I feel that I probably would for my kids. I would.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I could. Listen, I went up to the 15th floor. My buddy stayed in an apartment, and I forgot what apartment, and that was on the 15th floor.
Yeah.
And I looked downstairs, and I'm like, I don't know if I could jump down 15th floor, man.
If you jump down 15th floor, you dead.
So what do you think you jump from the boat? So what do you think you jump from the boat? So what do you think where that boat was?
Oh, it was high. Did you see the video? Did you see the video?
So what do you think that boat or high that was?
I don't think it was 15. I don't think it was 15.
Yes, it is. The water, listen.
It was 15.
What do you mean?
They said 2 stories.
Yes,
no, it was 2 stories.
Man, they don't listen, bro. How much feet of water you jumping in?
It was 2 stories, not 15 stories.
Bro,
you're not surviving 15 stories. You're not surviving 15 stories.
Bro, I'm not jumping, bro.
And
the child shouldn't be up there in the first place.
And that's another thing that I'm gonna get right back to that point. That's another thing that bothers me as an American. After all these years of saying 3 stories, 2 stories. I do not know how the distance of a damn story is. What is it? Is one story 5 feet, 10 feet? Like, literally, I've been in America all my 51 years, and I do not know the measurement of a goddamn story. I be saying story all the time. Oh yeah, I live in a 5-story building. Yeah, the dude jumped 10 stories. What the fuck is a story? Is that shit inches, centimeters? Like, what is that shit? What the fuck is a story? What's the measurement of a goddamn story? Tell
the one
me.
where you jump off the boat.
Let me know.
The one you jump off.
Let me know how tall is 2 stories? How tall is 10 stories?
I think 2 stories. I think
and when
a basement and 2 floors, right?
I thought it was the first or second level of an apartment building. But how tall is that?
I can tell you, man.
As far as I know, if you stay on the 4th floor, that's 4 stories, right? If you stay on the 3rd floor, that's 3 stories. Am I wrong? I don't remember learning this shit in math class. I really don't. I really don't remember them going over the measurement of a goddamn story. And how many inches, centimeters, feet, meters, or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember that shit. Do you remember that shit?
No, I didn't even learn that.
Teach me that shit in school. But we use this shit all the time like we know. Like we know what the hell the measurement of a story is. Hey man, y'all tell me what is the measurement of a goddamn story?
I want to know that.
Tell me. Let me know.
But for all the viewers out there, though.
Yeah, for all the viewers out there, let me know. For all 2 viewers out there, let me know what a story is. All right, both of you.
To the viewers, man.
My 2 viewers. Let me know what a story is.
Oh my gosh. Well, to the viewers, man, don't think I'm cruel, man. I'm a type of guy. I try not to put myself in danger. Shit. As I get older, man. So it's like, don't think I'm cruel, man. I love my kids, man, but I'm gonna have to question that jump, though.
I love my kids, but I'm not jumping in the damn water.
I'm not jumping in open water, man. It's just like a movie, man. Open water. Open water. The current, I can't swim that well, man. You know what I mean? That's a difference too, man. But I don't know, man. I'm just speculating. Don't think, guys, forgive me if I'm wrong, man, but, don't judge me. You never can tell when, on a real note, though, as a father trying to save your kid, sometimes as parents, we do things, you know what I mean? And
but don't you think it's like an instinct thing, though? I think for me, it would just be, I wouldn't even
I'm your BSN, though, but you know what I mean?
I wouldn't even think about it until mid-flight.
But I pray to God my instinct doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? But I'm an instincting as a father, yes. But I'm not going to tell you what I want to hear. But I don't know if I could do it right now. Thinking about it, I don't think I could do it. But maybe an instinct, yes. You know what I mean? But then again, me is like the police and my kids. I don't think they're not allowed to walk around. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the type that it would do. Like, I have no, I feed off reaction, right? So it'd be like halfway down, I'd be like, "What the fuck did I just do? Why the fuck did I do this dumb shit before I hit the fucking water?"
Bro, do you realize there's no rope can save you to pull you up after you jump in that water? So if you can't swim, you fuck.
Well, no, they had to tread water. It took a while for the little rescue boat to come, so they had to float in the water until the shit came. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
And guess what? Normally cruise ship. So I was just talking to a lovely young lady. She let me know that cruise ship doesn't stop when you fall over.
Unless it was a child. They stopped this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, they stopped this time.
Listen, see, this is
because it was a child. If it had been some drunk ass old adult, that boat would have kept on cruising.
See, that's what I'm saying. So you know what, man? I'm gonna scratch a cruise, man. My life is very, yeah, I'm good.
They would have kept on cruising. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm good at that, man. I'm good on that.
I still haven't been on a cruise. I'm planning one next year though. I'm gonna try to get on one next year.
The Titanic sinks, so make sure you wear your life jacket.
I mean, shit. My daughter just got off of a cruise. She went to a cruise before she been to the Bahamas before I've been to the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? You know, she just went to a cruise last week.
Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
Can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
Just imagine you can swim. Can you manage that current in that water?
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Can you swim? Be honest.
Yes, but I don't know if I'm a good. I'm being honest. I can swim, but I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm a good swimmer to jump in that water, though.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are. If the current's too strong, you're done. You're over. It's over. It doesn't matter.
That's open water, man.
It doesn't matter. You just better
that should feel like draw. You know what that water feel like? That water feel like Jaws. You remember Jaws? Is it Jaws or Jaws? What is it? The shark name.
Jaws. Jaws.
Jaws. Jump in the water. That's like Jaws. Not Jaws when you worry about Jaws.
No,
you know what I mean?
Did you say draws? Draws. This motherfucker said draws. Draws,
man. No, man. Listen, man. My accent
makes
it seem like I'm saying draws.
That's nasty work, bro. This nigga said
but
draws.
But on a real note, though, I'm happy that the kids are safe.
Of course.
Even though they're making fun, I won't praise the father because you make your kid jump off in the water, but I'm happy that you jump in the water to protect your child. Because it was your mistake. So, you know what I mean? Congratulations to the family. You know what I mean? They're feeling good. You know what I mean? Life's been saved. You know what I mean? Life is very important.
No, so, if the story is true, if the story is true, he need his ass kicked. The dad need his ass whooped.
If you put her up underwear like
you need your ass whooped, bro. You need your ass whooped.
Beat his ass.
Yeah, you need your ass whooped,
all right? Yeah, definitely.
Fuck all that hero shit. You need your ass whooped.
Yes. Yeah. For real, on a real note.
All right, we're gonna get into, so every week I added this is a new segment I'm added. It's called YNs Do the Dumbest Shit. And if you know, you know what YN stands for. And
what YN stand for?
You know what YN stand for.
No, is it Y and a hen or what? A hen or some
the letter Y and the letter N. YN.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what YN stand for, bro?
I'm kind of slow in certain aspects, but I understand what you're saying now.
All right, this is a new segment I'm adding to the show. It's called, and I'm gonna do this every episode. YNs, because you know what? I was a little worried about putting it in because I was like, well, what if there's not a good story, but it's about YNs? They always do some dumb shit, okay? So we got YNs do the dumbest shit. So a man breaks both of his legs after stealing sunglasses from a Neiman Marcus in a mall. Now, these new malls, they have like amusement parks and shit in them. They have basketball courts and shit in them. Well, this one had a skating rink. So this dude stole some damn sunglasses. And the police chased him, right? He's on the second floor. He jumps off of the second floor down below and snaps both of his fucking legs.
Dumb.
Oh, hold on. Let me tell you. Did you hear what I said? He stole some sunglasses. He snapped.
Dumb.
He snapped both of his sticks for a pair of funky ass sunglasses.
And he's dumb. Let me say something.
He broke both of his. He's still going to jail.
You know the problem is?
He's still going to jail.
You know the problem is? You know what the problem is with these young people, these young YNs?
YNs, man.
The videos. YN. That's what I said. Y and a hen.
YN.
You know the problem with these guys?
What's wrong with these YNs?
The videos. The videos.
What about the videos?
And sometimes it it hyped them up so much that they want it. And what you don't understand, when you see a rapper come on, all that shit is fake. That shit is not real.
Fake jewelry, all that shit.
Fake.
A lot of that shit be fake.
Fake glass, all fake.
Right.
All fake.
Right.
But they don't see that. They say, oh, I got to have that. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me now.
Mm-hmm.
You go to jail, you probably need 2 knee replacement. Was it worth it?
Knee replacement. Man, he might not walk again. I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to do something, but he snapped his shit. They said the witnesses said his shit snapped like matchsticks, like both of them. Just snapped. Like they bent all crazy and shit. He couldn't move. He just had to sit there.
I'm not feeling sorry
you're
for
right.
him.
He probably gonna need knee replacements, all that shit. Over some damn sunglasses. Some funky ass sunglasses.
The Bible tells you those should not steal. Why are you stealing, bro?
And dude, why is you jumping 2 stories onto a frozen ice rink? I mean, at that point, you just give yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You just give it. Once you got to the edge, like what made him? Once he got to the edge of the floor, the second floor, so I'm sure it was like a balcony or something that he had to jump over. Once you got there, that had to stop you, right? Once you got there and you looked down, what made you decide to fucking continue? At that point, I'm like, all right, I give up, officer. Here. Take me to jail. At what point did you think that shit was going to end up good? At what point did you think that was going to end in your favor?
He thought he was in the movie and he can jump.
And I saw the video. The video is crazy. It's great. It's gruesome.
You should send it to me, man.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. But the video shows him jumping straight the fuck down. Legs. I mean, he didn't even try to break his fall, like twist your body certain ways. He went straight fucking down and his shit snapped. Snapped like breadsticks. Snap. Crazy.
I hope he learned a valid lesson. Thou shalt not steal.
I don't understand these YNs, man. They just act like, you know, and when I mean YN, I mean born 2000 and up. If you were born in 2000, you're a YN. For real. YN. 2005. You born 2005, because 2000 to make you, what, 25? So if you were born 2005 and up, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. You know what it is to me? No, you know what it is to me? It's to me, I think they put something in the liquor, you know, of the parents that had these kids. They put something in the weed. They put something in the liquor. They put something in the water.
It's not a liquor, man. It's weed.
They put something in something they consume to make these YNs the way they, with no fucking brains.
Hey, they're smoking that Reggie, man. That Reggie.
They put something. It was something in the McDonald's. It was something in the chicken.
No, man. It's all about the Reggie, man.
It was something.
It's
they put
Reggie.
in these young parents food that if you in 2000, it was something they put in their food, in their water, in their drink, in their smoke.
It's that Reggie, man.
Yeah, Reggie. It got to be the Reggie.
Stop smoking. Yeah, man. Stop smoking that Reggie.
You got to be the Reggie. You got to be the Reggie. Because I don't understand. I really don't. The shit I see these YNs do out here, man, is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, listen, every generation. I mean, we all did shit. You know, I did shit. I get it, but it was different. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was just different. It was totally different. It was a different mindset. You know. Generation X, I'm Generation X. You know, it was a different time. It was a different mind. It was just different. We didn't do this dumb shit.
It's going to get worse, man.
We ain't do none of this
It's
dumb
going
shit.
to get worse. It's not going to get better.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You know what happened?
What?
The jail cell is going to be overpopulated with all these YN, man.
Yeah, man. They load them up too.
You just wait.
Yeah. But you just nailed it. You just nailed it. I think that's the difference between our generation and even my son's generation. Because he's a millennial. My son's a millennial, and my daughter is she's Generation Z. And you just said it. We did shit, right? We did shit, but we did it in a way that, hey, we still had a fear of jail. We still had a fear of repercussions. We did shit, but we tried to have another, we tried to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? We made plans on how to avoid getting caught up. They do shit and don't care. They do shit and get mad at you because they did shit. They'll do something, you stop them, and they mad at you because they think you're wrong. Like they have no comprehension that what they're doing is wrong. They think that, I can do this. And they think that everything they see or learn is new. They think music started with them. The internet started with them. They think iPhone started with them. They think, technology started with them.
They want to claim everything.
You know what? I mean, they think that if you got a 14-year-old, right? They think their dad was out there like had no electricity and no cars, no technology. They was just living in a fucking pine box or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They have no awareness of what came before them. You understand what I'm saying? They think everything that they come across is new.
They want it. They just want it. They don't want to work.
Right.
They just want everything to fall in their lap.
Exactly. But I've seen videos where YNs are in there tearing up a Walmart, right? They're tearing up a Walmart, terrorizing people, acting a fool. Nothing violent, but they're just acting a fool. And the Walmart workers like, hey, you need to go, or else we're gonna call the police. And they like, oh, fuck you, and just tearing up shit, right? Knocking shit off the shelf. They call the police, and then they start crying. Now the police like, we're gonna take you to jail, and they're like, why? And it's a ridiculous thing. It's a ridiculous thing.
That's that Reggie, man.
It's a ridiculous thing. What you mean?
Reggie
Why?
make you walk on the freaky shit, man.
Exactly.
The Reggie make you walk on the crazy shit, man.
It's the weirdest shit. It's just weird. It's the weirdest shit. Hey, you YNs though, but don't be coming after me, yo. Don't be coming after me. I'm just spitting the truth. And YNs will pull up on your ass quick. Hey, I'm just spitting the truth.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah. Get your ass to school instead of them streets. You understand?
Yeah.
Go do something.
Leave that street shit alone.
That's right. Go do something with your life. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. This concludes episode 22. I appreciate you, John Doe.
All right.
For stopping by and chatting with me.
Always a pleasure, man.
All right.
We just need to get up. We just need to get most of these YN off the street a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. For real. Hey, don't forget to check out episode 22 on YouTube, Spotify, and don't forget to check out all the clips on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Thanks for...
Free P. Diddy.
Free P. Diddy. Hey, thanks for watching the show. We'll be back with episode 23 next week. Appreciate you. All right.
All right. Stay up, man.
Stay up.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.